welcome to the Queen Victoria Building in Sydney.
Well, thank you. That wasn't just for us, of course.
Oh, it's for everyone.
For everyone. How often do you do that?
All day, every day.
All day and every day?
Yes.
But how often do you ring the welcome
About
bell?
every 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Bill.
Bill.
Yes.
Oh, Bill the Bell.
Bill the Bell, yes.
Andrew Irvin, how do you do?
Yes, hi Andrew.
Tell us a bit about the job, because it's not a regular 9-to-5 kind of job. And
I suppose not, no. It's a means of welcoming everyone, making them feel at home in an older time.
Yeah.
You know, the job of town crier goes back to the 16th century, and it was then a means of disseminating news and information before newspapers or radio or television.
You don't do news reports.
Well, I do if there's something especially important
here.
happening. Yes, if there are special guests in the building,
Right.
make way for so and so.
Do you have a title?
Only town crier.
Town crier.
Town
okay.
crier. For them.
Town crier for a very small town.
Yes.
Three stories high.
Yes.
Plus 7 floors of parking.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
It's a big shopping centre, but it's a unique one.
It is, yes.
And
There
it's
are
a
many unique shops in here
Yeah.
that don't appear anywhere else.
And you have a unique job.
I have, yes. I'm very lucky.
How long have you had it?
I've been here in the QVB for 5 years now. Yeah.
And I suspect before that you had other jobs.
Yes, yes. I've been a town crier for something like 30 years.
Have you?
Yes.
It's hard to imagine that there's a profession in town crying these days.
Oh, there is indeed, yes. The official town crier for the city of Sydney is a gentleman by the name of Graham Keating, and he is the world champion and has been for the last 9 years.
So there's actually a competitive
There is.
town crier competition.
There is,
Really?
yeah.
A hierarchy and world champion, Sydney champion and all that.
That's right.
But what does he do? What do you do? I mean, we know what you do. But
yes.
what does he do? How does he work?
Well, on behalf of the City Council, he hosts all civic functions, welcomes dignitaries and that sort of thing.
In costume?
Yes.
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 So you've been doing this 30 years.
Yeah.
That's
he has as well.
He has as well. That's pretty much a career, a profession. It's a calling.
It is.
It's
yes.
like it's like being any kind of a professional.
That's right. Yeah.
How did you train for it, and how did you get into it, and why?
Well, I've always had a sense of history. I've been a historian, and
was that professional historian? Or?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
And it just was a natural follow-on.
Yes.
I'm a born actor, of course.
As a professional historian, what were the sort of things that you did and studied?
Well, I studied mainly family history, genealogy and heraldry, particularly involved with heraldry, coats of arms, crests, mottos.
Including your own?
Yes, yes.
Can you tell us about your ancestors?
Yes, I'm a direct descendant of brothers of William Wallace. I'm William Wallace, actually, and the
William Wallace, the Mel Gibson,
the Braveheart, yes. Although that's a little bit divorced from the from reality.
Of course. But that character.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
But that's what I do is research, trace, and reproduce coats of arms for clients.
And this began as an interest in your teens or earlier?
Earlier, yes. Yeah. I think as a child I was fascinated with King Arthur and knights and crusades.
The romantic
and all that
element,
sort of, yeah. And I've followed it ever since. Yeah.
Are you a single town crier, or is there a Mrs. Town Crier?
Well, there is a Mrs. Town Crier, but she's actually a singer.
She's a singer.
Yeah. She goes to the other extreme. She sings female barbershop.
How did your paths cross?
In theatre.
Yeah.
Yes.
Professional theatre?
Yes, I was a producer and director, and I can't think anything goes. I think.
Yeah. We're here in Sydney.
No, up on the Central Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Gosford.
And she was your leading lady?
No, she was only in the chorus.
But you offered to make her a leading lady?
Yes, something like that. Yes. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that was 25 years ago.
Right. So, and she's still, of course, singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you ever work together in any capacity?
Yes, we do. Yes, quite often these days.
What sort of circumstances?
Well, I'm mainly into production and stage management these days.
So you do that as well as town crying?
Town crying, yeah. This is the day job that they tell you don't give up.
Right. Do you get into situations with people because of what you do and what you
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah?
Particularly around Mardi Gras time in this in this building, in this costume. A lot of the overseas visitors shop here because of the boutiques and that sort of thing. And I'm constantly being told that my costume's very, very nice, thank you. And they wish they had one.
Yes.
Yes. I suppose in this day and age I would be classed as a monarchist.
Yes.
Because I see nothing wrong with the system, the monarchical system that we have. Not that I don't like republicanism, but I just don't see any reason to change. So
do you think that, I mean, it's very tradition rich, what your interests have been in tradition and history and so forth.
That's right.
So you're a very traditional sort of person?
Yes, I am.
Every way?
In most ways,
Most ways?
Yes.
You like, what about at home with Mrs. Wallace? Are you
yes, I like to have the table set in the right way, particularly if we're entertaining.
Yes.
I just like to do things as they've always been done, providing it's successful.
Yes. So fairly formal.
Yes.
In that respect.
Yeah.
And what about
staid fuddy-duddy? That's what the grandchildren call me.
But there's something very grounding in that.
Oh, there is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's we've all got a lot to learn from the past.
Yeah.
History is the greatest teacher of all.
If we only learn from it.
If we learn from it, yes. If you look and it was a mistake, well, don't do it.
Yes. What about in your personal relationships? Are you also a traditional conservative sort of person in that regard?
Generally, yes.
You expect Mrs. Wallace to do the cooking and...
Oh, well, no, not in that respect, no. I love to cook myself.
Yes.
I'm just not home often enough.
Right. And when you were little, were you the same? When you were, in your rebellious years, were you rebellious?
Yes, I rebelled to the point where I ran away and joined the Navy.
Right.
I got out of the situation that I was in. But
this was still in England, was it?
Yes. Yeah. But I think even doing that was, again, traditional.
Yes.
Because I was
a big
looking
tradition. There's a tradition of running away, joining the Navy.
That's right. Yeah. I was obviously looking for that routine, that regimentation.
Yes. Right.
And
so
I find nothing wrong with it.
Routine and regimentation is still your stock in trade.
Yeah.
That's what you
I do the same thing every day, all the time, and it's this is like basically a 6-hour stage show.
Yes.
The only trouble is you've got a couple of thousand people on stage with you all day.
Yeah. And you have to write your own script.
That's right. And there's no interval.
Are you using that phone? Are you on the phone?
No. I'm just chewing the end of it.
You're chewing the end of it.
Sorry.
Can I sit down and talk to you?
Yeah, go for it. Do you want me to turn this off?
Well, you don't have to turn it off unless you're expecting a dirty phone call that we shouldn't listen to.
Yeah, no, I can't say that on TV.
My name's Andrew. What's yours?
Andrew.
Andrew?
Yes.
Oh, this sounds confusing. Well, Andrew, you're from England.
Yeah.
But do you live here now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Still going through stages of...
you want to live here?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely.
What sort of work do you do?
Mortgage consultant.
Mortgage consultant? You think there's a big... lots of jobs here for mortgage consultants?
Not that many, but it's the people that have got the mortgages that need
help.
establishing. Yeah, basically.
But why do you want to live in Australia?
Because it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. There's so many opportunities, absolutely. I mean, I've been looking at paper and it's like pages and pages of jobs.
Yes.
But there shouldn't be, because everybody should be working.
Yes.
As far as I know it concerned, anyway.
Where are you from in England?
Leeds.
Tell me about your family and your background there.
I've got two sisters and a brother. Nicola's 29, Joseph's 5 and Scarlett's 3.
And what about you? Are you married, single?
Single.
Determined to sing.
Never
Look in your eye.
Married again. Well, not that I'm going to get married again, but I was going down that track. But
You've been married.
no, I was going down the track.
Oh, you
to
were
get,
going down.
Yeah, but
How did it fall apart?
I'm a bloke. Being a lad,
Yes.
it just didn't work out.
No.
She wanted too much commitment. I just wanted to socialise.
Socialise. Yeah.
Enjoy
Was it a falling out or? Just
I
a
went on
great-
holiday with my friends,
Yeah.
and when I got there, she quoted to me when I rang her up, "House is now in my name. Keys have changed. Locks have been changed. Everything you've got's at your mother's house. It's over." So.
Did you know it was coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I went abroad.
Right.
So we're going through a bad patch.
Yeah.
So when I came back to England from Tenerife, I was single.
Yeah. Was it good?
Did-
Did you feel that it was the
yeah.
right thing to do?
No, I
split?
regretted it at the time.
Did you?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
grown on from that now.
Yeah. But you don't want to get married. But what about a girlfriend?
No, not at the moment.
No.
Not at the moment.
That's another opportunity in Australia, perhaps.
I'm trying.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. There's a girl I don't like at a pub.
Yes.
So,
Is she Australian?
yes.
Yeah. Have you spoken to her yet?
Yeah, about 20 minutes ago on phone.
So she knows that you're interested.
Oh yeah, I'm too keen. She knows I'm very keen.
Yeah. What attracts you? What appeals about her?
She's just genuine.
Yeah.
She's just genuine. I mean, there's some Australians that talk a lot of garbage, and there's just some that.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Yeah. But they are friendly.
I don't think that's exclusive to Australia, is it?
I'm just ignorant. That's all.
Yeah. So she's genuine, and what else? What else?
She's just a nice girl.
How would you describe her to look at?
She's long brown curly hair, really nice smile, and she's just really nice to get on with.
And how did you strike up a conversation with her?
No, my friend did actually. He just asked if I could have a phone number, and I rang her up, and it worked out from there.
And what did she say when you rang?
Well, I rang her up that same night because I was going to meet her when she finished work, but people won't let me into the nightclub because I was drunk, so I had to meet her another night.
Tell me about you then. It sounds more interesting.
I'm 25.
Yeah.
I've been in Australia since June this year. I'm due to go back next June, but obviously we're working it out.
Yeah.
Should be another 4 years.
Right. I meant more about the sort of person you are.
Oh.
You said you called yourself a lad.
Well, I was at the time. I mean, like, we're from England. I mean, everybody in Australia, they can't believe that the English drink so much.
Yeah.
But it's that cold in England. There's
Yeah.
no else to do except go out to the pub and get drunk.
Yeah.
So that's just what we do. We're just always going out, just enjoying
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Play soccer.
Yeah.
So it's just really enjoyable, just getting out there and living it up.
In a way, it's kind of the picture that Australians have of young English guys.
They think that we're all football hooligans.
Yeah. You're not all hooligans.
No, I'm not a hooligan. No,
But you like football.
I love football, yeah.
Yeah.
I love football.
Football, beer,
Women.
women, not necessarily in that order.
No.
Now you're going back to work. Is that work? Are you
No, I
at work
finished today. I finished today now. That's it.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Just planning out my schedules, making sure that the appointments booked in and all my money sorted out.
So, this is mortgage counselling,
Consultations.
consultation. Yeah. What do you actually? Just give me a quick, brief example.
Without giving too much away so other people can play on it. No, it's like my roommate there. People pay so much, and we just try and restructure it so it's easier for them.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
All right. And you've done your day's work.
I've done my day's work, finished at 12:30,
Yeah.
so I'm now going to go.
Short day by Australian standards.
I know, I'm getting like you. But now I'm going to have my dinner, and then hang on, just shouting at me now, hurry up. And then I'm just going to probably go out this afternoon,
Have a drink.
have a drink.
Thanks, Andrew.
No problem.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Excuse us, are you in a hurry?
Really? Hi.
We're from SBS. We're making a documentary
Right.
series about people around Australia. We just wondered where you were rushing off to.
So I'm from Ireland at the moment.
Are you from Ireland?
I'm from Ireland. I'm going to be going home tomorrow, so I'm doing all my shopping for my friends and everything.
Are you buying special Australian things?
Trying to find a Sydney 2000s Olympic t-shirt, but haven't had much luck.
Have
so far.
everybody run out of them?
Wrong size. I need an extra large for my boyfriend, and they can't
Right.
get it anywhere.
And is your boyfriend back in Ireland?
Yeah.
How did he let you come here by yourself?
I'm not by myself. I
Sorry?
came here with a group of young people.
Oh, I see. But without him, I mean.
Oh, he didn't have a choice.
He didn't have a choice.
I was only here for 2 weeks, so.
Uh-huh. My name's Andrew, by the way. What's
Right.
yours?
Rena,
Rena.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Ireland are you from?
Dublin.
How did you find your 2 weeks here? Exciting? Brilliant?
Brilliant. We've been in Sydney for 1 week, and then
Yes.
we travelled up to Kempsey,
Yeah?
and we visited the Nambucca land and the headlands and
Why
everything.
Kempsey?
Because we're here as part of a youth group,
Yeah?
and part of the reason we're here is to learn about Aboriginal culture as well as Australian culture. So we did workshops with people there. We learnt about their history and their stories and everything.
Eye-opener?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Where did you get your splendid hat?
In Ireland. I have
It's
to
come all the
say.
way with you, has it?
Yes, it has. I wouldn't wear it in Ireland, but
You wouldn't?
in Australia everybody wears hats, so it's
Why,
grand.
why wouldn't you wear it in Ireland?
We're not
the
hat
done thing?
people.
No.
No. You'd wear small hats. This
Yes.
is a bit too much, really.
So how did you and why did you acquire it?
I needed it for the sun, and I couldn't find anything. It was running off. I had to leave the next day, and so I just grabbed this one. And everybody likes it, so it's turned out to be grand.
Tell us a bit about you and your family, just briefly.
Me and my family.
Whereabouts in Ireland are you all together in
Well,
one place?
my immediate family lives in the Dublin area. I've got relatives in England, in Spain, in Kildare, which is another county in Ireland, in Donegal, which is yet another county in
Where's your
Ireland.
mum and dad?
Both in Dublin. We live in a small town called Skerries, just by the sea. We don't have waves like here in Sydney, though. That was brilliant.
Okay, and tell us about your boyfriend. What's his name?
Owen,
Owen.
yeah.
Tell us about him.
I've been with him for 7 months. He's lovely. He's missing me a lot. We've been emailing each other, and now I have to get him something special so that he knows I was thinking
How
of him.
did you meet him?
He's in my class in school. We've known each other for years, so we finally started to go out.
What was the first date like?
It was at a party in a friend's house, and I had just broken up with my previous boyfriend, and he just broken up with his previous girlfriend, so we just started talking to each other.
And did you say, who said first what?
I don't know. I
You
can't
don't know.
remember. We were kind of looking at each other, and then,
Thinking,
yeah, I think he did,
yes,
because I'd be too shy.
you're shy.
Not shy generally, but about things like that, yes.
Right. With him you were.
Yes.
And he's,
17.
what does he want to do? Do you know, does he know?
He is working part-time as a farmer at the moment, which I don't like.
You don't like it?
He's getting out of that now. He's still in secondary school with me, which is high school here. And he thinks he wants to be an engineer, but he's not very sure.
And you?
I'm looking to go into media and studies and art.
And art.
And art, media and art.
Somehow.
Multimedia.
An arts reporter, or is when you say media, what part of the media?
I really don't know. I'm looking at doing a course in Ireland that will introduce me to camera work, to photography, to radio broadcasting. I know art has to be involved in it somewhere because I'm very interested in art.
Do you draw, paint?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a sketchbook that I've been keeping of all around Sydney and everything.
Yeah.
I'm taking lots of photos. I'm shopaholic. Chocoholic.
Are you? There's a dangerous chocolate shop at the end of this arcade. Just thought I'd warn you.
Yeah. We've noticed that the chocolate here is very expensive though.
Yes.
In Ireland it's much cheaper.
That's just to keep people like you from
It hasn't stopped
guzzling.
us. It hasn't stopped us. There's another girl in the group who's even worse than me, so every time we go out we go searching for the right dessert shop and everything.
I
It's
see.
been great fun.
Have you bought anything for your mum yet?
For my mum I did. I bought her a bowl which has got paintings of Sydney and stuff on it, and chocolate, because she's like me.
Will it last that long?
I'm going to lock it in my suitcase and not touch it till I get home, and then hopefully, it'll still be in one piece.
Okay. What do you look forward to most getting home?
my boyfriend and my family. I don't miss the place as much as I miss the people.
Yeah.
Definitely miss them. There's been a number of times during the trip when all of us have felt really homesick and just didn't want to be here, even though it's such a lovely place. Just would like to be home.
Yeah. Is there one story you're going to tell everybody that stands out about your adventure in Australia?
Yeah, we've done a lot of mad things as the group of girls together because we've been let out on our own a lot, which probably wasn't a good idea. So there's been times when we have, because myself and the other Irish student do Irish dancing, we were doing Irish dancing in front of the Sydney Opera House in the middle of the day with all these people looking at us. We have done amazing things with chocolate cake and everything. The probably thing I remember is the way every time we get to a photo opportunity, we find some poor unsuspecting person, like, please come here, will you take a picture of us? And they go, of course. And then we load them with 6 cameras. And they're standing there for half an hour while they try and figure out how to use them all.
What is your name?
Oh, you wouldn't want my name, love.
Can I call you? What can I call you? Miss.
I'm just Gladdy.
Gladdy. Gladdy. Do you know this young man?
Never met him before in my life.
So how do you know he's from America?
I asked and he answered.
Did you think that did you know that he was a visitor? You did.
Oh well, I didn't. I wasn't sure.
Right. So you have.
And this young man too. I asked.
You asked him, and he told you he's from England.
Well, I could tell by the accent.
Ah, okay. Now, what are you doing here? I know what they're doing here. They're tourists. What are you doing here today?
Well, I'm going shopping as soon as my friend turns up. Yes.
Yeah. You're waiting for a friend, and then you're going to go shopping. But in the meantime, you're looking after the visitors here.
I always do that.
All right. Well,
I always like to look after the strangers because you never know when I might go to their country and they'll look after me.
There you go. Well, thank you for the introduction. Andrew is my name.
Hi, Andrew. I'm Todd.
Todd, and you really are from America?
Yes, from Indiana.
Give us a little word picture of your family and your work day, just to give us an idea of how you live on that side of the world.
Is
it very different, do you think, to people in Australia?
No, this strikes me a lot like an American city, a large American city. It's very cosmopolitan, but our day is get up early, get the kids off to school.
How many?
We have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl.
What sort of?
9, 8, and 5.
All right.
And my wife is standing right behind you.
What is your name?
Pam.
Pam. Andrew. Hi.
Hi.
So, you were saying about your wife?
Well, she takes care of the kids in the morning, gets them off, and then I go to work usually around 6:30 or 7.
That early?
Yes.
Is that because you've got a long way to go, or you just start early?
Well, most of my employees start between 5:30 and 6.
Right.
They either drive trucks or work in the plant.
Right.
Yeah, and I work until 11:30, then go to have a working lunch, and then I work the balance of the day till 5:30 or 6. So it's a long
day.
Very long day. Yeah.
But
long
Monday
hours.
to Friday.
Right, and the rewards when we get to go to Australia.
Yeah. What about the weekend?
The weekend is these days is soccer, your football, and
Total kids, though. Total family.
Yes. Yeah. Do you work?
I know.
You wouldn't have time.
I used to be a teacher.
Yeah. So the kids are work.
Right.
Yeah. Is it hard? Would you rather be at work?
No, I'd rather be doing exactly what I'm doing.
How much time do you have to have just the two of you? Is there any time for...
Every week we go out.
one night a week on the weekends. Yeah.
You give yourself the night.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, is it?
Yeah.
Would you like more?
Well, recently our home burnt down.
Oh no.
Yeah, about 12 weeks ago. So we were in New York vacationing, and our home burnt down. Some construction being done, and so that's rearranged our priorities a little bit.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did
So
it completely?
Yeah.
completely the ground.
Lost
Lost everything.
Yeah.
That's a trauma. That's a very big trauma.
It was. Yeah, we've gone through a lot.
But there was nobody hurt.
Nobody hurt. Yeah.
So this has kind of put you off going away, I suspect, for a while.
Well, this was a badly needed trip to get away,
Yeah.
and
Because of stress and pressure and work.
yeah. I
I understand that.
So we're now in the process of rebuilding a home on the same lot, and
How did you learn about it? That would have been was it a phone call?
Yeah, from the people who burned it down. It was a builder who was remodeling.
He had an accident.
Yeah, a careless one, like a cigarette. Is what the investigators.
Yeah.
That's their most probable cause. Is cigarette.
And they weren't on the site? I mean, somebody must have left it?
Yeah, left it burning.
So
Went
the
home.
fire actually took hold after everybody had left.
So we spend a lot of time shopping now.
But of course, there are some things that you can't replace in a home.
Oh, there's a lot of irreplaceable.
We lost a lot of memories.
That
A lot
would
of
be-
antiques. We had a lot of antiques.
Yeah.
We
I was
collect.
the keeper of all my family stuff. Everything that's been handed down, I had it all. So that was tough.
How did you take the news?
Oh, shocked and crying and kind of bonded together, I think, as a family and try to comfort each other. And actually, when we got home, we came back to so much support and love in the town that people were just did everything for us.
Will that have an effect on what you put in your new home or how you feel about possessions?
Yeah, I think it does. I think
Yeah?
it does. We were forced to just really deal with what matters to us and become very aware of we hadn't really lost anything when we had each other.